From the moment we're born, life changes pretty quickly. We go through several different phases of our life. There was a time when our biggest concern was making friends at school, how hard that was, getting bullied or picked on, trying to fit in, be part of the cool crowd. Remember when you first got your driver's license? You went to the movies by yourself and nobody dropped you off? How about the first speeding ticket? Remember your girlfriend, your first love? You went on your first date where your mom didn't have to accompany you and embarrass you in front of the girl you were trying to impress. But remember that warm, fuzzy feeling of laughing together, maybe even staying up for a few hours? And you may not want to admit it, but I think we all had that 6-hour conversation with a special someone. Remember graduation? Celebrating with your friends? How many of them are still your friends? How time flies. Then the bigger decisions start occurring. Do I go to college? Do I get a job? The real world beckons, and you start your first day of work. You and the lady are getting serious, you propose, you get married. And maybe buy your first home, and you think you're living the American dream. The place where you're working at, it's starting to feel like home. Maybe you feel the sense of accomplishment by getting promoted and getting a raise. And the time came when you and your spouse decided to start a family. But maybe your first attempt took a turn for the worse. Or maybe you do get to experience the joy of your first son or daughter as you hold them close to you. You can't believe what you have in front of you. You hear the baby crying. You tell yourself, this is yours, this is mine. The start of a family legacy, and sometimes it's not as easy as we thought it'd be. Your kids grow up right in front of you saying the sweetest things from I love you daddy or I love you mommy out of nowhere and give you a big hug. But raising kids is kind of like a roller coaster ride, wouldn't you agree? One moment you can have a special experience where your kid comes home showing you a drawing she's done saying this is our family, and another day they can run up to you with a gift in their diapers, but it's okay because it's our kid. On another occasion, they're playing t-ball and they get their first hit, and we're so proud of them. Our kids have so much control over us, don't they? How magical of a time that is. Then all of a sudden, life just happens. Maybe things are going good, and just like that, you lose a loved one. Maybe your father or your mother. It could even be more sudden, like a sister or a brother, and you get that phone call. Everybody goes through challenges. Maybe you start feeling the emptiness of being laid off or being stuck at a job you can't outgrow. Maybe you recently took a pay cut and you're close to losing your home. You're surrounded in debt and you feel there is no end in sight. But we all go through it at some point. It's an inevitable part of life. One day you wake up and go to the restroom and you look into the mirror and ask yourself, how did 35 years go by so quickly? And I think it's in these moments that we must unlearn the misconception that the world has conditioned us to believe.